Okay, so I'm gonna talk about something that I think needs to change, something important that could affect you, your family members, um, friend, whatever. Something that needs to change in the medical field, particularly in the hospital field, is the rules when it comes to whether a patient wants to transfer out of the hospital to a different hospital. Whether the reasons are because this other hospital specializes in whatever sickness or ailment that person has, or this person has had several bad um, prior experiences with this hospital and they don't feel that they're getting the best treatment, or God forbid, they feel like their life's in danger. Now, unfortunately, in New York State, there seems to be a rule. I don't know if this exists in any other states. Y'all could tell me. Um, if you do want to get a transfer, and it's not the hospital wanting to do it, it's you wanting to do it because you feel you're not getting the right treatment, or you rather be in a place that specializes in that particular field, whether it be lungs, heart, brain, feet, whatever. Um, the problem that occurs is you, the sick patient, or your loved one has to basically locate a new hospital, get the transfer information. But here where the big problem lies. Now, once you do all the footwork to find this new hospital, doctor, so on, you're now left out of the equation. So neither you or your loved one, your healthcare proxy, spouse, child, whatever, is allowed on the conversation. So basically, what happens is the doctor from the offending hospital, let's say, or hospital doesn't know what they're doing or whatever, has to talk to the new prospective doctor, wherever that may be. And the patient and their family, their healthcare proxy, whatever, are completely left out of the situation. They're left out of the equation. So the hospital that maybe broke your bones, operated on the wrong part of your body, in the past has discharged you where you should have been in the hospital a little bit longer to fix whatever ailment you had. That hospital gets to control the narrative to the next hospital. And of course, they're not going to admit to their faults or they injured you, gave you the wrong medication, if they're incompetent. So they control the narrative, and then it's more than a likely chance you will not get that hospital transfer. Now, not only is this annoying, but it's dangerous because if, God forbid, whatever doctor you may need or hospital might give you way better care, your life is in the hands of possibly very incompetent people who are being spiteful and want to block you from possibly getting better care because they want their bosses at the hospital to continue to charge your health insurance up the yin yang. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about here tonight. Uh, Tonight, today, and for whatever. And I think it's a call to action. We need to, us the people, patients, family members that visit, friends, spouses, whatever, we outnumber these hospitals, these doctors, these nurses, these whatever. So I think this is something that definitely needs to get dealt with because unfortunately you won't come across this until it's your loved one or yourself that needs to get transferred out of a hospital and go to a new hospital. And when you do deal with it, it's nerve wracking. And this is something that we need to come together and deal with. Push lawyers or whoever we need to fix this rule because it's ridiculous and it's dangerous. Okay, in my case, I'm trying to get my mother transferred out the hospital to a better hospital or at least a more capable hospital, but they're controlling the narrative, so they don't want to admit to any of their faults or incompetencies, so on and so forth. And it's like basically your loved one is being held hostage by said hospital. So this is something for everybody to think about. Um, and something that we should do, call to action in whatever way we can. Um, Also, let me know if this rule exists in other states. I know, unfortunately, it's in New York and it's rampant and it's annoying. You know, you almost have to like get discharged from the hospital, still messed up, just to get away from that janky situation of dealing with people who don't know what they're doing or super young medical staff who don't really have that much experience. So unfortunately, you or your loved one feel like a guinea pig. Um, and it's a situation that we need to fix. But if we people mobilize and go online, protest, whatever we got to do, this needs to get fixed because you don't want it to be your mother, your father, your husband, your wife, your kid, your niece, your nephew, your best friend, your lover, whoever is unable to get that medical care they need because of this stupid rule where the family is left out of the situation, the healthcare proxy, the patient is left out of the situation, and the hospital, who's not doing the correct job, is controlling the entire narrative to the new hospital. It's ridiculous. And with that, I'm out.